Good afternoon, everyone. We're doing a little old-fashioned stuff here today. The remote for the camera isn't working, so I'm gonna have to turn it on and off when I do all this. So if it shakes a little bit, don't don't pay any attention. Anyhow, okay. I've got a little different type here today. I haven't made it yet. All right, this right here is a knife that I've owned since I was, maybe 8 years old, which was quite a while ago. Anyhow, it belonged to my grandfather on my mother's side. And I knew after he passed, my aunt had it, and I knew where it was, and I wanted it pretty bad. I mean, all of us knife people, you know how it is when you see a knife that you want, especially when you're a kid. I've always been a knife person, and I've talked about this with a lot of my customers. And I guess it waned a little bit so as I got older, and then it just keeps going. Once you're a knife person, forget it. You're hooked, and that's it. Anyway, you know what I mean when you get that glazed over look in your eyes when you see a knife that you really haven't wanted or you haven't ever seen one before. Anyway, that's the way it was when I was a kid. So it was a lot worse back then. I had asked her for it, and she gave it to me. And I never knew anything about it. It's kind of a strange shape on the blade here. Okay, I thought that was from sharpening too much. Okay, my grandfather was quite a hunter, and I never really took this as quite a hunting knife, but I didn't know anything about it until I started doing some research online. And it's got a leather stacked handle, and it's got the black. Some sort of phenolic. Yeah, hang on a second. Bugs in here too. Jeez. Plastic handle, plastic spacer on the top here. Well, it didn't take long to find out, which I thought I was amazed because I thought for sure, it's an H Boker and Company knife. All right, but there was no markings on it other than that. Made in USA, of course. There's no markings on it at all, and I had no idea. I thought I was going to be in for quite a search there to find it, but as soon as I punched in that company's name on YouTube, up pops a video. Well, it turns out these were made for the U.S. Navy. All right, this is a, let's see, H. Boker and Company USA Mark 1 knife for the Navy, and it was a general purpose utility knife, fighting knife, if needs be. The only difference with this one is, and the reason I know it's a Navy knife is, well, obviously the style of it there, but it has a left-hand sheath. Okay, so the story with that is, and I've heard this before with some of the other ones, is the CB knives, the Navy knives, other Navy knives, the heavy-duty ones with the leather stacked handles with the hammer type of heavy-duty metal end cap on there. Anyway, the reason for that left hand is that they didn't carry rifles apparently at that time. Well, that division of the service, they carried a pistol on their right side. So if they had to have the knife on the right side, it was going to interfere with that. So they ordered all these knives in left-handed versions and sheaths. I guess they had other right-handed ones too, but that's how I know this is one of those. See, it doesn't have the marking on it like the ones I found online. It typically would have right on the tang stamp, or right there, would have USA Mark 1, or just U.S. Navy, U.S. something to say that it's a U.S. Navy knife. So I don't really know exactly what the lineage on this, but I'm assuming that this was one of those Navy knives. And how my grandfather came upon it, I have no idea. That was a long, long time ago, way before I was born. So, I think it's a pretty cool knife. It looks nice in the sheath. Although, I don't like that dip in the thing. But all the ones that I've seen have that in there. I don't know. It evidently was there on purpose. So, I am going to make one of these. Okay, it's going to be a little different because I can't make the plastic on the end. But I'll put an aluminum butt cap on there. And I'll do the stacked leather handle. That one feels really good. I like the width of it. It's a little bit a little short for my hand, and I don't have big hands, but I think that needs to be a little bit longer in the handle area there, just to be comfortable. And that guard's not too bad. Doesn't really get in the way. So anyway, stay tuned for that. I think I certainly have put that on my list to make. So we'll see how that goes. Hang on a second. You know what time it is? It's the afternoon again. Okay, that's for all us coffee people. I don't do anything in the morning until I have 2 coffees, okay? Anyhow. Okay, so stay tuned for that. We're hoping that I'm going to be able to get to making one of those here as soon as I can. I should have asked this before, but if anybody's out there hasn't liked and subscribed to my channel, please, if you would. Really appreciate it. Trying to hit that 1,000 mark on the subscribers. We're way over 700 right now, but I kind of like to hit that. It's a big milestone for me. I know it's nothing compared to some of the big guys out there. But anyhow, thanks again for watching, and stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next one. Here we go, that old-fashioned button there.